Hello, how you doing? It's Jim. It's Tuesday. It's time to look back at April and see what has come into Newstead Towers in the last few weeks. April. Vinyl. So I haven't got masses this month. New records, just two. I'm going to look at those very quickly first of all. We've got Afraid of Sunlight, which is the reissue from Marillion. I don't know this record, and it's been one that's been obviously recommended to me a lot by Marillion fans who want me to listen to this. So this is one that I'm going to do as a video for the channel. But I love Marillion. I love what I'm hearing from them. I can't see that there's going to be any issues with this at all. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Yeah, so that's a re-release. Now the second one is a gift from Craig Fish, who has sent to me through the post this, which is Pusifer, Existential Reckonings. I don't actually know Pusifer at all. I know what it is. It's a Mallard band, and that's deliberate, by the way. Before you start having a go at me, yes, I know it's Maynard, but in my mind it'll always be Mallard. So it's his third band after Tool, Perfect Circle. So this is another band of his, and I know nothing about it other than that he's in it. And Craig thinks I should be listening to this. So thank you, Craig, very, very much. I have already thanked you a lot for this. This is I'm very much looking forward to hearing this. So that'll be another one for the channel coming up in the next few weeks, hopefully. Right. So then we move on to the eBay stuff. Now, this one may be a little bit left field. The Roches. This is the debut album from a group of three women, sisters, called the Roches, produced by one Robert Fripp. And this was suggested to me as I might want to listen to it. So a little bit left field, a little bit out there, a little bit different. So I'm intrigued. I really am intrigued. I don't know of them at all, but that's easy peasy, lemon squeezy eBay, less than £5 record. So that'd be a goodie. This one, I've had this on CD. I've never had it on vinyl. It's Oxygen from Jean-Michel Jarre. So that's really that's one for. I'll probably listen to this on the channel as well. But it's I absolutely love Jean-Michel Jarre. So I'm very much looking forward to hearing that. Next up are two that came together. It's a little small job lot. There's Regatta de Blanc from The Police. What an amazing band these guys were. And the other one is Ghost in the Machine. So I've got a couple of other Police records. They are a band that I've always loved, and I especially like Stuart Copeland's drumming. Being a drummer, he's kind of one of the top drummers that there ever were. So, but I also really like them because although they were in essence a pop band, I guess, they never really sort of felt like a pop band. It was much more interesting and much more written and considered music than perhaps a lot of pop music can be. And I think as a songwriting trio, Andy Summers, Stuart Copeland and Sting were a very, very strong little outfit. And I think they've written some cracking stuff. And I stand by that. Right, this is another couple of records by, so it's John Cougar Mellencamp. This is a record called Scarecrow. And the other one I've got here is called The Lonesome Jubilee. So I don't know anything at all. It's a name that I'm very, very familiar with. It's one which crops up all the time. But I guess in the UK, it's not someone who has been massively And maybe if I'd been a little bit older, it's a name I'd have come across a lot more and known about and have heard. But growing up sort of really and having my sort of musical discovery starting in the 1980s and being sort of more sort of metal orientated, I guess, at that age and other stuff. This certainly wasn't something I'd have ever sort of been exposed to or come across, and I don't think anybody I know has listened to this or knows this music. So this is going to come as a bit of a surprise. Now, this has been recommended to and suggested to by Walt, I think, on Buy Me a Coffee. So your contributions, dear friend, have gone towards this. So thank you very, very much indeed. It's very, very useful. This is another one which has cropped up time and time and time again. I'm starting to build up a bit of a moody blues collection, and it's been said to me on many occasions, I kind of need to do it in order. So the first record I've got is my children's children, and their children as well. But I've not listened to it yet because obviously that's not the first record. Now, I also know that this is not the first record, but it's one that I managed to get hold of. So this is one to add into the collection. This is Days of Future Past, which does have, so it's got the, Nights in White Satin, the very famous Moody Blues song. Everybody knows that. So I'll be looking forward to hearing that in due course at the correct time. Now, this, I didn't even know this existed until I saw this. This is John Anderson with Royeen Stolt from the Flower Kings. It's I think this is probably going to be absolutely a channel listen. It's a double record. I didn't even know it existed, so it's very clear. I don't know what to expect with this. I really don't. I know John Anderson's singing style and his lyrical, his poetic lyricism, I should say. And I know that Royeen Stolt's guitaring and his songwriting is probably well matched, actually. I think it's going to be a really interesting listen. So I'm intrigued, really intrigued to hear this. So that'll probably be sooner rather than later. And that's looking forward to that. Although it looks pristine and brand new, it isn't. It's a second hand. And it's a quality copy. So looking forward to that. Now, one you already all know about is Waterloo Lily from Caravan. Fan-bloody-tastic. That's all I can say. Fan-bloody-tastic. One of the most amazing records I've heard in a long time, and I was absolutely stoked to hear that. But then you all said, oh, that's not what you want to be listening to. That's kind of not where it's at. No, Jim. You need to get yourself this. What's this, I say? This is In the Land of the Grey and Pink. Or no, In the Land of Grey and Pink. So this is the next Caravan record we should be listening to. Again, this is on the Deram label. I think it's an original. I mean, it should be for the price it was. It's about sort of 35 quid, I think it was. So I'm hopeful. It looks in really, really good quality. It looks in good nick. So no damage on there with it. So that'd be good. So I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be coming up very, very soon as well. And then that brings me to my final record of April. I told you it was a short one this month. Now, this is very much in honour of Scott Lade. Disorderly Contact with a record called Amen. I had to track this down. Scott Lade, if you don't know, has a YouTube channel called The Prog Corner. It's fantastic. Get over there and have a look at it. It's brilliant. He talks all things prog. His favourite band in the world ever is Yes. He has got so much knowledge and background on everything music, not just prog and all sorts of things. And this was his band back in the 80s. And it's hardcore punk. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant fun. I had to track this down on Discogs from Poland. Was because he just said on one of his videos that I used to be in a band and we released a record. I was like, well, man alive, I've got to get it, haven't I? So I enjoy it. I think it's not, it ain't prog, it ain't Yes, that's for sure. But if you like something with a bit of energy and grit and grunt, this could be for you. Although I don't think it's very easy to get hold of, so I was quite lucky with that. It's great fun. It reminds me very much of a band that I used to know. They're probably still going, I don't know, but called the Stupids, who came from Ipswich, where I originally came from. They were a sort of skater punk band in the 80s, and yeah. So one of the guys from the band, Tommy Stupid, actually went to my school, which is how I came to sort of know about them, and obviously then followed them a little bit. But yeah, fun, interesting band. Probably not what most of you'd want to be listening to, but you know, I listen to everything. Right, what else have we got over here? So I also thought I'd just talk about this, which is the Stephen Wilson Autobiography. It's a limited edition of 1. I've started this. I haven't got very far with it. I think I'm just in the sort of first few pages of the first chapter, so I can't talk yet about it. But I think it's going to be quite an interesting read. I'm looking forward to sort of having a bit of, if I ever get any time, I never get any time, but just to sort of sit down quietly and read that at some point. But maybe it's one I'll save up for later in the year when we go away on holiday, and I can just sit quietly with some headphones in and read a book. That might be the one I'm going to take with me. But looking forward to that. And then just the other thing to say that's coming this month is the new edition of Prague, the monthly magazine for all things interesting in music. It's a great read. Highly recommended. Subscribe to it. They deliver it all over the world, and it is properly good. It's chock full of interviews, reviews, of memoirs, of gig reviews, of opinions, and it's a lot of it is about legacy bands. So a lot of Yes and Rush and of Floyd and you know, sort of Marillion and stuff like that. But there's also a lot of print space given over to brand new bands as well, about the current scene, who's up and coming, who are brand new in the scene, and it's an interesting place to go and maybe discover some more music. So there we go. That was the month that was. That was April, and I hope you've enjoyed that. If there's anything in that little selection that you specifically want to hear and you think I need to get to sooner rather than later, then do let me know, and I'll try and make that happen. I have obviously behind me got a lot of CDs, and on the live stream I did a few weeks ago, I went through a stack of them that I got as well. But I'll probably I'm not going to do that today, because I kind of already done it, so it'd just be sort of treading water, wouldn't it? So running over the same old ground again. But yeah, I do get CDs as well. I think maybe for when we run through and do May, I'll try and do it all together, so we have vinyl and CDs at the same time. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all on the next video, whenever and whatever that is. It might be going out for a cup of coffee. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go for a cup of coffee out in the wild and listen to music outside again, because that was good. I enjoyed that so much. So yeah, I think that's the next thing I'm going to be doing. I did start to try and do it today, but everything conspired against me, so it didn't quite happen. But we'll see. I'll see you guys on the next video, whenever and whatever that is. And until then, it's Jim over